Hey YouTube, I just wanted to make another video. This is just an update on Vechain, and I just wanted to show you this trend that's appearing right now. So last time I made my video, it was trending below all three moving averages, and it was below the long-term trend line that was set from August 2018. As you can see, we've just crossed over the long-term trend line, and that's a big deal because that was last set in August 2018. And it's never been broken since that time. And now it's just moving across the top of the EMA level, which is absolutely incredible. And it looks like we've got a really bullish outbreak happening right now. So we got some really bullish news that came out today. If I just share that with you, and I just go to obviously Bayer. So Bayer is a pharmaceutical drug manufacturing company, and the amount of drugs, or the market cap of Bayer, is $60 billion, which is absolutely massive. That's not to be understated. That's probably about a quarter of the entire market cap of the cryptocurrency market. And I think moving forwards, we're going to see some big moves here. So even just 5% of Bayer's full market cap, if that went to VeChain, you're looking at around about $3 billion. And keeping in mind the market cap of VeChain at the moment is it's around just over $200 million market cap for VeChain. So you can see there'll be a massive gain that can be achieved there, and the amount of millions of drugs they distribute globally. I think Bayer is going to need to have a lot of vets to generate VTHO, and that VTHO will then be assigned to each drug packet that's distributed globally. The other thing I just wanted to just touch on was, of course, how many components, because VeChain is also a partner with BMW, and they've also a partner with Renault. Of course, this is not as bullish because the automotive industry is in a major state of flux at the moment, and not a lot of people are buying new cars. But, when things start going back to normal, you can see we've got about 30,000 parts that goes into a vehicle. And if we check, say, the statistics for car sales, back in 2019, they sold 2.5 million cars for BMW, Mini and Rolls-Royce. If we calculate that out, and I'll just go to my calculator tool here, you can see that's 75 billion parts that are required to manufacture that number of vehicles. And if you work that out, they would need around 3 billion VET tokens. You could probably say they probably need maybe 5 billion. And that's a basic generation of 1.296 million VTHO generated per day. Bayer would probably need something similar. I tried to look at statistics for how many drugs Bayer produces, and I couldn't really find any data around that, but I can imagine it's in the millions as well. Not to mention all the other companies they partnered with at the moment. There was H&M that was recently announced that they've partnered with them, and they're going to be using VeChain to monitor the clothing that they produce and sell. And also, they've got DNV. They partnered with Shanghai Gas Company. They've recently partnered with a consortium between China and Australia. And that's a partnership between VeChain, MasterCard, and the Australian government. So there's so much bullish news for VeChain. It's unbelievable at the moment, and I think this is just tip of the iceberg. I can see that VeChain is going to be expanding massively over the next couple of years, and I think it could easily reach $1, maybe more. And I think the highest estimate I've ever seen is $9. But of course, the market cap for it to reach $9 is kind of crazy, to be honest. That's a lot for a token that has 87 billion tokens in circulation. But it's not to say that's impossible. It could happen. To be honest, I know a lot of people might hate me right now, but from what I'm seeing from Vechain, it's far more bullish than what I've seen for XRP. And I'm a fan of XRP as well. I do hold XRP. So I do think there are some good things that are to come for Vechain. If I just go back to the trading view chart, and we just have a look at this quickly, you can see that we've hit the top EMA resistance line, and we've bounced off it to the downside. I think that we may bounce between the 59 to 55 Satoshi levels, and then I think there's going to be a bit of a tight squeeze. So MACD indicator might be quite useful to see how that's going to play out. But I was expecting after this breakout that Vechain would test the long-term trend line and bounce off of that, so it would go down to 50 Satoshis. That didn't happen. So I think now I've changed my game plan, and I think it's going to trend between 50 or 60 to 55 Satoshis. And then eventually I think it's going to break over the 60 Satoshi mark, and then I think it's going to then trend higher. So that's just my quick TA. Again, this is not financial advice. This is just my own opinion. I'm just a guy on YouTube. And those are just my thoughts. So let me know what you think. I think this is definitely by far the best breakout we've ever had from the long-term trend line. And you can see we've never had a breakout from that line going back all the way to August of 2018, and it's never been sustained. If we did have a little breakout above that line, it's never been sustained, and to be honest with you, we've never even come close to breaking out across that line, and this is the first time we're breaking out of that. So I think that's a big deal, and that's a major move that we're seeing with Vechain right now. So let me know what you think in the comments. If you guys know better than I do, which you probably do, let me know. And I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Thanks for watching.